shaping up to be quite the season for Joshua Darnell. Hot off his second victory in as many races and making it 3 in a row in Contenders. Can Darnell continue to dominate? What will Lucas Oil's infamous Turn 1 have in store for us this evening? It's round number 3 of the Overwatch Specialty Service NASA Rallycross Contenders Division, live on ASN. Next. Our venue for this evening is the virtual Indianapolis Raceway Park's Rallycross configuration, opened in 1960 and renowned for its short track oval and NHRA drag strip. North American Simulated Auto Racing started visiting this circuit in 2017B. Located in Indianapolis, Indiana, Lucas Oil Raceway's Rallycross layout is a 0.78-mile course known for its tight, technical corners and challenging double 90-degree left-right infield section. Track features 5 turns, which also include a good portion of the short track oval. In NASA Rallycross, our format is as follows. We are finishing open practice here shortly, which leads us into a 3-lap single-car qualifying that splits the field equally into 5-lap heat races, with the Joker lap taken once in each. The top 2 transfer to the feature automatically, and the winner gets 3 bonus points, the runner-up gets 2. The rest of the drivers will be sent to semifinals, also 5 laps with 1 Joker lap, and the top 2 transfer to the feature again, and the winner receives 1 bonus point. This sets the grid for our 10-lap feature race, where the points are awarded and trophies are handed out. Unique to NASA Rallycross, 2 Jokers are taken during the feature, and the top 3 from this evening's final will be granted an entry into the Saturday's Supercar race. The 20th season of NASA Rallycross Contenders continues tonight, live on Automotive Sports Network, with Bryan Sawyer in the production truck and also next to me in the commentary box. My name is Justin Robichaud, as we welcome you to virtual Indianapolis, Indiana. The NASA Rallycross Challenge is always brought to you by Overwatch Specialty Service. The only thing more unique than your problem is our solution. For more information, visit osscenter.com. Thank you, OSS, for your continued support of NASA Sim Racing. Cameras all season on ASN are brought to you by Whiplash Simcams. Be sure to check them out at facebook.com/WSimcams. Thanks so much, Andrew, for your camera support. And finally, our intro music for the NASA World Feed is produced by Alex Petty. Evening, Bryan. Season's looking like it's Darnell's to lose so far, but anyone else that stands out to you as we enter round number 3? It's a short one. It's not tough to figure out. Looks like a little fish hook. Yeah, it looks like a fish hook. It's pretty close. There is. Dubois, I think he seems strong. Hey, let's do it. This track, for its technicality and its good mix of corners, tends to bring out some unique drivers out. So we'll see what we have in store for sure as we jump in to points. I believe we're going to go into over points for the evening. What do we have
hi,
here?
Justin. Justin, I was mute that whole time.
Mute?
Yeah, the audience didn't hear me.
Didn't hear Bryan. Okay, so Bryan had a great reply.
I said
we'll jump into driver's standing.
It's going to be a Dubois night. That's all y'all need to know.
Dubois night. A Dubois. So he just said, yeah, Dubois. So we'll catch up later as we go over points. Joshua Darnell atop the standings with 28. But Matty Grove is in second place, tied with Jake Robichaud, the teammates in Slaypex Racing, Ford and Subaru, respectively. So same team, different division, tied for second there, making this interesting. There are a few points back with Eric Dubois, also in Slaypex, nestled in there in fourth with 20 points. As Ed Boyles Jr. Tied for 5th with JP at 17, and Zachary Goddard in 7. Olivier Rateau, Klaus Kreutzer, and Kevin Garcia rounding out the top 10 there. So, team standings, probably Slaypex. Got to be a Slaypex.
Oh, it's
yeah, a couple
Slaypex
team racing 4 to top there with 91. Healthy little margin ahead of Subaru. Their Subaru division, 74 in 2nd and 3rd. Saints and Sinners, powered by Subaru, is another TWS team, actually. We got a lot of TWS powered teams here, 59. And then Turtle Motorsports, 4th place with 24. Narrowly ahead of Mickey Esports with 23. Vice Motorsports in 6th with 20. Followed by Red Beaver, TWR Subi Squad, their 2nd. And underfunded Motorsports. There, no showing from either of the 9th and 10th. I think there were zeros. Still, great fold of teams. Manufacturer sits at 456. It's still the Ford ahead of the Subaru, with VW sitting with just a few points. But that Ford manufacturer in this division particularly sitting very strong. We'll see if those drivers move up into supercars and keep with that trend. It'll be interesting in the seasons to come. As we go over some programming notes, Rallycross Supercars continues this weekend. At this track, it's going to be again at Lucas Oil for round number 3. On Saturday, you'll have you at 2 p.m. Eastern. It's going to have Bryan and Josh for that one. It's going to be a great time. You can't miss that one. The competition is seriously elevated in the top 3 from tonight's race. You're going to make it over there. And then it's our Futures and Lights division on Sunday. That'll be at 8 p.m. and 9 p.m. respectively. You're going to have Ethan Halsey and Victor Valley for that one producing. It's going to be a great time. That the racing has been wild. So that's an awesome place to be if you want to see some of the guys up and coming into this this session. Then we'll be back here again next week for round number 4 in Charlotte for the Contenders. Charlotte's a fantastic, quick, and very precise track. It's gonna bring out a ton of the fast guys. Gaps might be a little bit increased there. So stay tuned.
Charlotte's my favorite.
Oh, it's gonna be great. Be sure to ring that bell and get notified for all of our races, because we're racing 3 nights a week and twice on Sunday, literally. So hit that like button, subscribe, get notified, because you'll if you like what you see, we're gonna be firing off on all cylinders this season, and it'll just ramp up. We got Torque Sports Car Series that'll jump in on Thursday nights, tentatively on October 3rd. I'll be racing in that one, and we're gonna have that one covered by ASN as well. Catch the action there. It's gonna be a GT3 series. You will love it. It's gonna be great. We got a Pro-Am class within. Be some great battling there. So far in our practice session, which we should kick forward here very soon. Should kick forward.
Goddard on the top of the hill.
It is Goddard on the top of the hill.
Hey, Goddard, Darnell, Morris.
Wow, that is a fantastic lap too, I might add.
Yeah.
Wow. Brilliant. 39 second, very close to that 39. That's a very, very respectable time here. 38s, I think you'll see at the top of the world record charts by our 8K, our aliens, if you will, drivers. But a very, very, very great time from Zachary Goddard. We'll see if he can bring that over into qualifying. He's been someone we've been watching all season long through these first couple rounds. If he can get a great string of races together, he might have a good showing here against Joshua Darnell, who's just slowly walking away with this series. A little bit of ground does Zach have to make up throughout his mistakes. So we kick it forward. It's going to begin our qualifying session. Let's see who we have coming up here. And who will be a Contenders winner again here in Indianapolis.
Darnell's out first.
Darnell jumps out first. He does, and now it's full. Everyone out. Chris Lunan, Ethan Halsey. It's filing out right now. So we will watch these lap times. The lap time's gonna come in quick. It's a very spitfire, very quick course as Darnell rounds through that double 90-degree, very technical part of this course. Very easy to get the car over rotated. You are relying very much on that weight transfer. Watch the guys in the Subaru maybe not struggle with it here tonight, but they are going to be a bit slower with that movement, and it may choke up a few. It's an issue I struggled with in the Subaru here. I was a Contenders winner at this track in 2022A, but it was in the Volkswagen Beetle. I found that car very nimble and quick here. The Subaru, a little bit more of a challenge, Brian.
Yes. Like the VW and Ford, they're essentially the same car, according to iRacing.
Totally. Little go-karts, yeah.
Yeah. They're real good around here, especially that switchback through through 2 and 3. Subaru has a little harder time getting around there. You got to throw it a little harder, and sometimes you get a little over rotation, causes some incidents. We saw a few of those yesterday.
Subaru's harder to save through those too. Like you get those Fords. Like, well, let's take out the fact that you can do that little e-brake save on them. They still just come out of overspins easier on their own.
Yeah, the Ford and the VW have the different differentials, so they can get out of the turns. And on a track like this, where you get touched in the back a lot and just causing over rotation, that's critical to have. Subaru's got the straight line speed. They just got to focus on getting away from everybody, especially the 2 hairpins. Get back on the gas and get out of there.
Definitely, and I found most of my speed in the Subaru after the switchback at this jump now that we're watching my dad, Jake Robichaud, jump through right before that jump. If you can get a really, really good narrow line through the first switchback and then get that Subaru pointed and just get on the gas nice and gently, it takes off. Excellent.
Good showing from your dad so far. He's up in 3rd.
Absolutely good showing there. 41 and a half, 41.587 to be precise. That's a very great lap time here. Fantastic lap. Anything close to that 41-second flat. Very, very, very good here. And we've got a 40.9 on the board from Joshua Darnell. And that is just, that's wild. We'll see if Goddard can get down into the 40s as well. We saw it in practice. Was it the worn track late in the session? It probably was. So, Robichaud sitting in 3rd.
Looks like
Grove in 4th.
Everybody's done except Rateau here.
It is. Rateau struggling. Not sure if he's got no incidents on the board, so he's not smacking anything. Could be getting some off tracks here. It looks like he's on his last one at the moment. Bounding the jump. Nice and smooth. This flowing right corner. So much fun. You need to be very precise in the brake, and then you get ready for a snap left hairpin. You need to get that weight transfer just right to get it pointed in the right direction. A lot of time can be lost here in this sector as you round out that oval. And this is a sector here I always felt very quick in. I don't know if there's... I always approach it a little bit differently than everyone else. I always found speed by gradually turning into that rounding corner a little bit earlier than everyone else. Widening
I've always wanted to just put 2 on the grass and be on that grass and go.
I touch the grass a little bit too. Yeah, 100%. But I'm turning in usually a little smoother and earlier than other people, and nudging the grass and then widening it out. I don't know if I carry more speed.
Justin, you'll notice a couple people taking a lot different lines through here tonight.
Absolutely.
You'll get some people trying to do the full rotation. I'm not a super big fan of that. I like to aim more towards the red Lucas Oil billboard and try and straight line myself out of there. I feel like away from other people that is probably my biggest thing in this track, just getting away from people, especially in the areas where you get bunched up.
Absolutely, as it looks like we have everyone done here. It's Joshua Darnell ahead of everyone with a 40.914. So just a couple tenths between Goddard, although you see a 40 and a 41 there on the board. It's very narrow between those top two, and Jake Robichaud just a few tenths behind. And then it's basically a gravy train from on back. You've got all of the rest of the drivers under half a second blanket. So watch the middle of the pack of these heats to be very, very spicy here tonight. This track renowned, again, like we've said, turn one, notorious for bunching everyone up. All of our drivers are going to have a shot here in turn one. If everyone can get through here respectively, there's a lot of inside moves to be had. And if someone gets a bit aggressive, lots of people can end their races through the first couple of corners. As we get ready for heat number one here, Joshua Darnell on top of Matthew Grove with Klaus Kreutzer in third, Gerald DeFino, and Ethan Halsey. Be a great little heat race. See who has the better line through turn one. Turn one can show some disadvantages, especially if we get them. Oh yes, absolutely. We're finally mixed up. Good manufacturer mix as well. As we go, and it's Joshua Darnell. Very good start, riding the inside. Here we go. A little bit of the brakes here on this first lap. It's a little bit different than every other here tonight. Deep in is Darnell. And it's Gerald DeFino to the inside with a little bit of an e-brake tap to get out in front of Klaus here for third place, but he can't get the Subaru turned just quite. Gets it rotated, but he's ahead of Klaus, and Klaus gets knocked out in the process, gets that car straightened away. Single file here through the first lap as we approach the hairpin. It's Joshua Darnell ahead of Matthew Grove here. Both all good lines throughout. Klaus having a little bit of difficulty getting that Subaru turn, though. Falls a bit behind. And it's Joshua Darnell on the first lap, and he's going to joker at the first opportunity here. Dives down in. Matty Grove stays out on the surface. It should be a little bit of an advantage. Small gap gain, but Joshua Darnell maintains that lead. And now, Matty Grove.
The smallest delta.
Just the tiniest. And now, with neither of the next couple drivers taking their joker, Grove and DeFino has an opportunity here to apply a bit of pressure. Will either of these drivers take it? It is, in my opinion, this is definitely in the inside goes DeFino, but he can't make it stick too much. He's going to keep to the inside. He does. Going to hold this inside line. A little bit of the brakes on Matty Grove to get that car turned, and it looks like DeFino's going to dive down in for his joker. So we're going to see where the rotation comes in. Is he going to be conservative? He is, but he uses, again, good rotation on the car there. Files in behind.
A little bit too much. It just sends you directions you don't want to go.
It did. Lost a little bit of grip, did he? And now he's bleeding just a smidge of time to Klaus here behind him.
You'll notice, like that last lap, DeFino had the inside there, and Grove had the outside. You want to get the inside here and then get past and up in front of them immediately, because the upper line is so much faster than the lower line. You'll see it a lot tonight, where second and third place on the grid will jump way out in front of first. First is almost a disadvantage.
Grove goes down into his joker, a little bit shaky here on the exit, gets it to stick though and rotate, keeps that position, and now it's a blanket for second place from Matthew Grove on back. Quite a few different lines here. Klaus a little bit heavy in there. Yeah, Klaus is battling. He is. You're right. See it there too. So now it's Grove and
Do we know why Ethan Halsey has a black flag?
I do not know why Ethan Halsey has a black flag.
He's driving off the track right now. I don't know what happened to him. I think we can hit a replay here real quick. Or a little spread out.
Smack that. See what we have here before we finish this off. Gets over rotated before the
get the rotation back.
Oh, so easy to do.
It broke his steering.
Very easy to do. Steering done. So he parked the car. So that's what's happened there. Unfortunate. It looks like Matthew Darnell has a healthy lead against Matthew Grove here. Rounds the final couple corners. Gets through the hairpin. Rounds the oval. That looks like he's going to do it for sure. Joshua Darnell will win heat number 1 and solidify another feature appearance. And that pole position, that pivotal pole position here tonight, Matthew Grove comes in second with Gerald DeFino narrowly behind. Klaus Kreutzer will make it across the line as Ethan Halsey takes home 5th from the pits. A great little race at the start. Again, this track will bunch everyone up really, really early, and then everything will kind of fall in. The speed differentials will take over very, very quickly. Any little mistakes will be very paramount as we get ready for heat number 2. Zachary Goddard, Matthew Morris, Olivier Rateau, Chris Lunan, and Stephen Moreau. Another decent little lineup here. We've got a couple Fords, a few Subarus. We'll see what happens. Going to be an interesting start again. The start is where we will want to watch as we get ready to go for heat number 2. It's a side-by-side launch in the first phase between Zachary Goddard And Matty Morris looks to take it on the outside. They're still side by side. Matt is going to take it in that second phase, though. He's going to dive down in front. Both the drivers. Oh, Goddard's late on the brakes. Keeps it in the inside. Pushes out Matty Morris to the right. Oh, and they keep it side by side, but it's a late surge. Yeah, Zachary Goddard files in behind here. That great launch from Morris in the second section. He had that better line, gripped up great, had the better car control, and he takes out into the lead narrowly ahead of Zachary Goddard here as they round the carousel. And then it is Olivier Rateau and Chris Lunan narrowly behind in those Fords. A little bit to the inside as Olivier Rateau hooks up, gets very close to Goddard as we round the final corner for lap number 1 in heat number 2, and it is going to be Matty Morris, followed by Zachary Goddard, and he jokers at the first opportunity. It's going to be messy here as there's a little bit of a switchback opportunity. Smashes the wall as Morris, Morris is around. He's going to get it back on the track, but that is going to produce some damage, no doubt. Zachary Goddard gifted the lead here.
Unbelievable. Straight to the semifinal.
No. Right to the semifinals.
Is unforgiving as Brand Hatch's fishbowl.
It totally is, Brian. It absolutely is. And that corner too, if you don't have the car set up and you hit it just the right way, you can get kind of spun over and rolled over as well. Seen that happen at this track in present years as well. So Zachary Goddard jumps down into his joker, seemingly uncontested here. Olivier Rateau files in behind, and Chris Lunan now sitting in third. So Morris, ouch. That hurts, and really no fault to anyone's. It was just a great racing line from Zachary Goddard. Some good, hard-fought action. You just get hooked up in that barrier. So we ride on board with Chris Lunan through the carousel here, chasing down Olivier Rateau in these Fords. A very fun section in this course. You get the car just... This is a course where you really feel the weight of these cars because you're using it in almost every corner here.
Especially on these stock setups from racing, you really feel that car trying to just light up the track there.
Mm-hmm.
It wants to go to the wall, and you got to fight it a little bit.
Lunan down into his joker, a little bit messy, but manages to keep it going and keeps it out on there. Zachary Goddard now holding off the lead. It's just a couple seconds here ahead of Olivier Rateau. Olivier Rateau sitting in a podium position, which is his to lose. Chris Lunan gets it slung around nice and good there in the carousel behind him. But there's still a little bit of ground to make up and not much time left here to go. Just a couple more laps as Stephen Moreau sitting in the pits there. Brian had an issue that we did not see on track here at the moment.
We'll find out what happened.
Let's throw it back as we... Oh, it's the split. Yeah, we talked about it. He smacks the wall. Just gets too deep on the throttle, probably spooked by someone behind. As we look around. Oh, look at this. Goddard rounding the final couple corners. He's going to hit that hairpin. Roll it out onto the oval here. Last couple corners, and he's going to win heat number 2 here this evening. Ahead of Olivier Rateau. Chris Lunan. Wow.
I think this is going to be his highest
great job. It is. Olivier Rateau with a P2. That's a fantastic showing from him as well. Matty Morris in 4th after that little mistake as Stephen Moreau doesn't finish the race there. But Zachary Goddard manages to get those issues in check, gains a bit of confidence, rides side by side with Matty Morris, and causes a little bit of a mistake there. No fault of his own as we jump into heat number 3 here. It's a small one, just 4 drivers. We're going to have Jake Robichaud in pole position ahead of Ian Fisher, Eric Dubois, and Jeff Cartwright. This one should be pretty good. Half of those drivers out there, Slapex drivers, should be fairly mild between those two at the very least. But 4 drivers through turn 1 here should be okay. See how we do. We're just waiting on Eric Dubois here in the 000 to get on the track, and he is on that outside line with a lot of room there. That's an interesting little grid setup as our drivers here get ready to fire it off for heat number 3. And we're green, and it's a great start from Eric Dubois on the outside, and he can get down there early and make this stick. I've done it before, and he does. Jake Robichaud falls into 3rd now behind Ian, just on the inside line. That tighter corner that you have to take can definitely slow you down.
Justin. The 2nd and 3rd line are very fast.
Little love tap there in the rear from Jake Robichaud as he dives out in front of Ian Fisher. And Ian Fisher gives it right back. Smacks him right in the curve and takes that line back. So this might even be a slowdown for Jake Robichaud as he gets back onto the track.
But loses the spot to Cartwright.
Definitely does lose that spot to Cartwright. So now this is a tall order to come back from as we get deep into the first lap here in heat number 3. Eric Dubois is going to round that first corner, that final corner, sorry, on the oval, and take a pretty sizable 2-second lead ahead of Jeff Cartwright. Jeff Cartwright now sitting in a transfer position here. And
I know
it's
most
Ian
of you
Fisher.
didn't hear it before, but I said I'm going to predict the future tonight. Eric Dubois is my driver.
Hey, he's shaping it up right here. A little bit of damage there from Ian Fisher as he jumps down into the Joker, and he's having a little bit of trouble getting that Subaru turned, especially through these 90 degrees. Jake Robichaud barreling in on him.
I'm wondering if he's got a little rear damage from giving that love tap, causing
first
some
contact
issues.
Yeah. So makes you wonder if Robichaud has a little bit of damage as well. Eric Dubois still holding a pretty sizable lead, 2.5 seconds here ahead of Jeff Cartwright as we get down to another lap. Jeff Cartwright, will he take to his Joker? He will. Dives down into the commitment line ahead with Eric Dubois. So both of them bang, bang, one after the other. And I think that clears up strategies for everyone except for Robichaud. I did not see if he took it last. He did not take it last lap.
He did not.
I believe he's the only one who has not. Doesn't make much of a difference here, especially in the rear of this race. Probably battling a little bit of damage as well. So, Eric Dubois, it's 3 laps in. He's holding the lead. Barring any mistakes here, he's going to transfer with Cartwright. And yeah, you look at that. Look at those position changes. Dubois.
Yeah, I think this is the most movement we've had tonight.
Look at that, 2 up with Cartwright there. So that top line was really strong with a great start. Almost seemingly had a little bit of a drag race on his own and was able to get more speed.
That's his lap. Let's see. He's got 2 laps. Let's see if he can do the Cartwright. He's gaining.
Interesting.
Seemingly close the gap in no time.
Oh, and a bit of a mistake there from Cartwright into the wall. Oh, he's going to come across and almost make contact with Fisher.
Almost disaster.
Wow, as Jake Robichaud comes around the carousel, gets gripped up with that crack change.
Let's see how close that was.
That had to be very close. As we round here in the double 90 degrees. Great line there from Fisher. Like we said, you come in wide and you get gripped up good. Yeah, he just got a little loose. It's the track's gripping up now. You can see that line is getting buried in, and he comes across. Whoa! Wow. He may have even made contact almost. May have even made it, no less. Eric Dubois still holding that great gap here. But yeah, you're right. Cartwright is down. He's gaining a little bit of time, but it's a little bit too late.
He's going to do anything.
It's so tough to pass. It has to be here. As Eric
looks like Fisher's going to get away.
It's conservative. It's a great line for both of them. But yes, Eric Dubois is going to round the final corner here and win heat number 3 and punch his ticket to the feature ahead of Ian Fisher, who gets that last spot. Jeff Cartwright, Jake Robichaud will go to the semis and try and battle for those last very important couple positions here tonight. Semi-final race is a big one. We've got 8 cars lined up here for you if we all make it in. And it's going to be Gerald DeFino ahead of Chris Lunan, Jeff Cartwright, Klaus Kreutzer, Matthew Morris, Jake Robichaud, Ethan Halsey, and Steven Morrow. This is going to be wild, everyone. We have one lonely Ford out there with a bunch of Subarus and a Volkswagen. We'll see if any of these drivers get a good run through turn 1. Let's see if we can get through this first curve safely, Bryan. Known for drivers to come down and not look and pay attention of all these people. There's bound to be one. So we'll see if we can keep it clean and respectful through lap number 1 with no jokers. As our semifinal for the evening. With our top 2 going to the feature, we'll begin very soon. Drivers are lined up, ready to go, firing those cars off. It's green flag.
There you go.
Wow, that top line is phenomenal here tonight. Jeff Cartwright with a blitzing line out from the top line, drives down in, takes that lead. Very reminiscent of our heat number 3 here, but we've got a lot more cars. A little bit of Close driving. It's side by side. We're 3 wide at the back here. Jake Robichaud goes to the inside, sneaks into a 4th position, gives a little bit of a love tap to Gerald DeFino, and it turns into a spin. They're hooked up together now and pushed out into the wall. That's both of those drivers are back now, and that Volkswagen got overspun, and he's out into the infield. And it's a little bit of a parking lot here. We've got the 86 of Chris Lunan turned around, stuck in that second switchback, and it's drivers all over the place. Position changes galore. Jeff Cartwright seems to be leading now ahead of Morris, but Morris gives him a love tap in that hairpin, and they're moving now. Klaus Kreutzer holds 3rd position just behind him, and there's a little bit of a change here.
Still wrecking back there.
Wow, they are just,
what is
you
happening?
can't keep it on. There's damage everywhere for all these drivers. Oh yeah, everyone's
we're
getting
looking
back
at the
on.
parking lot untangled
Let's have
here,
a look
and
at
then
this. That's Robichaud getting over the jump. What happens here?
Lunan hits the wall.
Oh,
Awful.
Lunan checks up, gets into the wall, and we get another one involved there as well.
Not letting
like
your dad
Halsey.
complete a lap tonight.
No, tonight is not his night whatsoever.
We got
Jeff Cartwright is
three-way battle
getting
for the lead here, though.
absolutely, yeah. Jeff Cartwright getting harassed by Matty Morris from the 364, and Klaus Kreutzer sitting right there, ready for it as we get one drive. Oh my goodness, Jeff Cartwright goes down for his joker. Matty Morris thought about it, but he decides at the last second to change it out. Oh, I don't know. I don't believe there's a commitment violation. It looked fine. No, it looked fine. I think he deleted it at the last second, but Matty Morris definitely wanted to go and change it. Klaus gets into Matt, gives him a bit of a nudge, holds back, gets him straightened again, but this is... he does, but that's time lost for both of them.
For his feature position.
Wow, look at this. Klaus comes back to the inside, checks up a little bit. He does one in. I like it. It's the last spot of the evening. It's bound to be feisty for it, and it sure is. The 77 is going to battle hard for Matty Morris here tonight. Jeff Cartwright, he's almost being allowed to get away here as Matty Morris will jump down into his joker. Very close to the wall there. Oh, boy.
Yeah, that wall doesn't like people either. It will eat you.
Yeah, and that would be the second wall that would have hit him tonight as they go side by side in the second switchback. Kreutzer not patient enough. Gets kind of hit on the outside. Didn't get the ability to get that car turned around, so he's gonna have to go back into the carousel a little bit quicker here. Have to wonder if Morris is battling some damage. Kreutzer looks very quick through these sweeping sections. Now he's harassing him, on him as well. This is what Morris was doing to Cartwright just a couple laps ago, so almost done here. Oh, there goes Kreutzer down for his. Is it going to be clean? It is. He's pushed into it. He got back onto the throttle. Great line in a turn. Oh, fantastic run from Klaus, but he gets smacked into the wall on the exit, and that will bleed some precious time there. Still gets that car hooked up.
That's all the time you got.
That might be it. That might be it. Because it's going to be Jeff Cartwright, and can he get past traffic? He gives him a bit of a nudge there. That's Chris Lunan almost causing an incident at the end there ahead of Jeff Cartwright. Can he get the next few by? He does. But it's Jeff Cartwright. Narrowly, but he makes it through, and Jeff Cartwright will be the second to last, and Matty Morris. Cartwright and Morris will be our last two transfers for the evening. Klaus just narrowly missing out there on that best of the rest performance. A great fight nonetheless. Then it's Gerald DeFino, Stephen Moreau, and Ethan Halsey. Halsey stuck off the track as well. So got a few people fighting some issues, but it looks like unofficially it'll be Ethan Halsey, Jake Robichaud, and Chris Lunan, the 6th, 7th, and 8th positions respectively. Great win showing from Jeff Cartwright. What a dramatic race. We knew having all those drivers would be incredible. So we're going to get these drivers warmed up here, get a new surface on for our final. Give them a little bit of time to get the cars warmed up and shaked out again, and we'll step aside for just a moment and be right back.
You're so interesting.
I love your browser history.
I like that you're not hiding anything from me.
By the way, nice IP address. I like your neighborhood.
You are so special. This ad is just for you.
I learned so many things from you.
You are so generous.
With your personal data.
Switch on privacy, switch off trackers and viruses. Go to nordvpn.com. NordVPN. Safely be you.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Absolutely be doing what he has to do. He has to go for the championship. He has to recover the points that he lost. He's down the race, takes the lead in the 12. What a move. And he takes the lead and holds it.
Side between these two in turn one. This is going to get spicy.
Over the jump to begin the first lap, clog at the inside line. McFarland contact between them. They are still side by side. This opens the door for Wetz. He can't make anything happen. From the 26, he has not won in quite some time. Dragster acing the entry to turn one, up heading to the inside of Magnus, gives him a nudge. Grip strip on the inside, Phil. Wetz had a little bit better run, but looks like Ronnie's going to hold the spot.
We welcome you back to round number 181 of the championship overall, and round number 3 of the 20th season of NASA Rallycross Contenders here in Indianapolis with Bryan Sawyer in the production truck, and also next to me in the commentary box, my name is Justin Robichaud, live on the Automotive Sports Network. NASA Rallycross Challenge is always brought to you by Overwatch Specialty Service. The only thing more unique than your problem is our solution. For more information, visit osscenter.com. Thank you, OSS, for your continued support of NASA Sim Racing. Cameras for tonight's broadcast are also brought to you by Whiplash SimCams. Be sure to check them out at facebook.com/WSimCams. Thank you so much, Andrew Cardinelli IV, for your camera support. And finally, the intro music for NASA World Feed is produced by Alex and Betty. And if you like what you see, be sure to like and subscribe to the Automotive Sports Network on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Ring that bell to be notified of our live streams on Sunday, Monday, soon Thursday, and Saturday, along with our shorts, courtesy of Jess Rakowski. If you'd like to race in NASA, we have something for everyone. All of the info is at nasasimracing.com. Join our Discord. That link will get you an invite. Hop in here, say hi. We probably have something for you. There's something firing up every week, it seems. So, programming notes. This Saturday, the Supercars race will come at you live at 2 p.m. Eastern. You will have Josh Schmertz and Bryan Sawyer for that one. It's going to be a great time. The top 3 from tonight's feature race that is coming up now will get an invite to race over there. We'll see them here at this track again. They will be practiced up, no doubt, ready to go. And it's Rallycross Futures and Lights on Sunday, back-to-back. They'll be at Charlotte for round number 4. That will be with Ethan Halsey and Victor Valley. It'll be a good time there. And next week we'll be at Charlotte as well. The Contenders racers will fire it up again for round number 4. Yeah. And it's gonna be a great time. Charlotte's a fun track. Okay. So yeah, it's so great, so fast, technical. That last sector is tons of fun. I was back watching some races from some former seasons. I had a drag race. I think it was 2023A or 2023B, a drag race with Josh Clog to the line for 4th, and he beat me by like a half a tire width, which was unreal. Such such a fun track. Joker strategy with like 10 cars out there. If you can get in the pack right, nestled in, okay, you get your Joker out, like one of them out early, just kind of sit in the back. That's kind of what I did. Fired out later, so be a lot of fun to see, especially with a couple Jokers, which we will see tonight. So a couple Jokers here might not make a difference, Bryan, sorry, but you know, that's a couple more chances to make a mistake through there. Tires get a little warmer later. We might see, might see someone tap that wall. Yeah,
needing to get through without getting past and sending it a little harder than you should. But hopefully we get back to the first half of the evening instead of semifinal.
Yeah, seriously, no kidding.
I like to see some clean laps, less parking lots, but sometimes parking lots entertaining.
Sometimes it is, if it can produce a little bit of drama, but never when it ruins someone's race, like it had there. So a nice lineup, gonna be a good one. Can't wait to see what we have here. We round off another minute here, warm up. Wondering if we should send that, just kick that forward here in a moment.
We got about a minute left.
About a minute. We'll let them
let them get their nerves
get their
together.
jitters out here. Yeah, so we'll see.
Justin?
Oh, I think Goddard has a pretty darn good shot here tonight if he can get a good few laps strung together. At the very least, if he can get through turn one, I think he's going to give Darnell a little bit of a good time here tonight.
He's got a real good lap time compared to Darnell. Darnell's only about 4/10 on him. Morris has got the ideal line. I'm thinking we're going to see a Goddard Morris go up. Goddard hits first, Morris hits second, Darnell's in third, has to fight for it. It's the nature of that spot one.
Definitely. Morris has a good shot, I think. If he can shake what just happened earlier tonight, if he can erase what just happened in those last couple races, he was a bit shaky. There's a few things that had gone down. I think if he can forget that and move on from it, he can have a good little showing here tonight. The seas could part with the way lap ones tend to go. Well, someone who's patient at this track. Patience is really key through turn one. Going for gaps and stuff is good, but I think if you're patient, the seas part. I've definitely moved a few positions up in here, just letting a few people get their stuff out of the way in the first couple turns and just drive right on through. So, but here we go. We're gonna line it up. It's Joshua Darnell ahead of Zachary Goddard, Eric Dubois, Matty Grove, Olivier Rateau, Ian Fisher, Jeff Cartwright, and Matthew Morris there in the back. I think, what is it, P4? It's that top position.
P4 gets
we'll
the
find out
bottom
a second
line,
here.
P5. So Rateau is also in a
P5.
great
Oh,
spot.
right there. Dubois. It's P3. It's P3. Dubois has that whole shot. I see Dubois picking a great shot here at the start as we just wait
I was
on
looking
Morris.
at practice times thinking that's how we're gridding. Yeah, so Dubois been running really good. Okay, I predicted it. Dubois going to get up top.
you might have it.
An accident and hold it.
We should have put money on that one here, Bryan.
If he's listening, I want an award or something if he gets up in this room.
Here we go. We're getting ready. We're lighting him up. And it's green flag. A great start from Eric Dubois off the top, but we've got a couple other drivers here that are clinching on. Darnell, great on the inside, but Dubois gets that surge in the last little bit. Can he file down in front? He does. He cuts him down, and it's very, very close for Goddard and Darnell in the second and third as Darnell goes for the inside line, gets that contact on Dubois, puts him into the wall just a little bit, takes the position back, sends Dubois to second ahead of Zachary Goddard here. A little bit wild as Dubois in the corner there. Here we go.
Arching the back. Everybody's getting a little over-rotated, but seem to sort themselves out. No parking lots this time.
Seem to make it through. Jeff Cartwright gets a hold of the Subaru there ahead of Olivier Rateau. He files right in behind Morris, who's just, Matthew Grove gets a little overzealous into Goddard here into the hairpin. Gives him a little nudge in the back. There's a little bit of damage there in the back of that Subaru. As we round that final corner here for lap number one, it's going to be Joshua Darnell now, leading our race ahead of Eric Dubois. Zachary Goddard, here he goes, down to our first Joker. This is going to be a messy one. Can he make this work? He does. He gets right in there behind Matthew Grove, files in ahead of Morris as well, so it's real tight in here. Threads the needle, makes it happen. Great Joker from Dubois. I don't know if the timing was perfect, but he made it work.
I don't think I want to be taking Jokers this early with the group being this tight.
Agreed.
I feel like you're just going to be falling back into traffic, getting less clean air, having to contest more stuff.
Oh, now he's definitely a slowdown there for Dubois. Oh, definitely. He overcuts that here for sure. And he's going to lose that position down to Morris, so he gets it squeezed out. Matthew Morris goes to the inside. Does he get that bled in time? Down to the Joker is Morris, and he's going to take a seat behind Dubois again. So if that was a slowdown, Dubois seemed to shake it, get back on the throttle there on the outside line, and take that out. Joshua Darnell just running out his own race ahead here. Zachary Goddard in second place, smoothly with a little bit of damage here ahead of Matthew Grove. Matthew Grove probably a bit shaken up from getting in behind him there a little bit. So we'll see if he can recover and make something happen. I know your aggression tends to come down when you make a little bit of a mistake and get into contact early, so we'll see if he can overcome that late in this race and make a charge down into the Joker. First. Does Grove go? Yeah, and it looks like Goddard's coming in too. Right. Yeah.
Darnell hitting that curb. That curb will spin you around. Grove got a great... well, Grove didn't do the Joker, so he got a better grip line than Goddard there. So he's right where he wants to be, right on his backside.
Oh, my.
Looks like Dubois getting in a little fight back here with Cartwright. Yeah.
Yep. Cartwright.
I saw it the same time you did.
Charge. I know, we definitely did. Dubois tapped the wall there on the exit. He went through his Joker, his second Joker, I believe. Gets that smacked out. Just files himself in again here. So kind of just putting himself into trouble here tonight. But this is a tough track to pick. A lot of laps. We'll see what happens here. It's Joshua Darnell still ahead here. Zachary Goddard and Matty Grove.
Darnell and Goddard are done. Grove hasn't taken anything yet. Morris has one. We're almost done on Joker strategy here.
Yeah, interesting from Grove here to not take his. I like it. He's got some room now. He can do it and just kind of get them out of the way. So he's going to wait a little bit. I don't hate the decision.
We got a hard charger on Morris here, up 4 positions on the start.
Big charge for Morris. You're right. And Morris, that driver, I said if he can shake the jitters and get a good race through, he can be okay. He's been into a little bit of a mess here early on, but he gets into some clean air at the moment. The closest battle at the moment on track for me, it looks like it's Jeff Cartwright on Eric Dubois. I think that's our craziest battle
really
at the
risking
moment.
it with that turn, putting those to the wall.
He's racing hastily now. He's
trying to fix what happened.
He's trying really hard. He's got to shake that too, because that's a mentality. That's a contender's mentality. Something that I had to shake to get that.
Start pushing too hard, you're overdriving the car, and 100%. The car's not doing what you want.
Yeah, slow is smooth and smooth is fast, and that kind of goes out the window when tensions get a bit heightened. As no more Joker strategies.
Wow, we got Darnell out here trying to carve his own zip code into the map.
Yeah, he absolutely is. Zachary Goddard's right there, hanging right on. He's only a couple seconds ahead, which is very humbling to see. Like I said, Zachary Goddard was another driver we wanted to keep an eye on here. So even with that little that bunched up rear bumper there, he seems to be making it work. Matty Grove falling a little bit behind here, but still holding that third position. Started 4th here tonight. So up.
And Grove running a pretty quiet race tonight.
Most of the drivers at the moment are running a pretty quiet race. Yeah, but most of our battle here just on mistakes. Eric Dubois hitting the wall, giving up some time to Cartwright, etc.
I didn't mean to hit that, but we're gonna, I guess, take a look at the replay. Hitting the wall, and
Olivier Rateau. Oh, that's an easy one to do too. You get a little late on the brakes there, and the car will go the opposite way. It's an off or an on-cambered corner, but you're playing with weight. You're dancing with weight a little bit weird, coming in at such a high speed. Olivier Rateau smacks the wall there on the exit of the double. So he's running with some issues here tonight as well. Joshua Darnell still. He's just building a gap now. It's a gap of 3 seconds.
3 seconds.
Zachary Goddard.
He's officially in his own zip code.
Officially is right. It was that Matty Grove dropped down into his Joker there last lap. That seemed to give him, well, until he made a small
Strategy's
mistake on
over?
the exit before the jump. Yeah, he made
I
a
think
made a little
strategy's
bit of
over for
ground.
the night, unless Morris hasn't gone yet.
Oh, I think he's got one left. I think Grove has one more to go, one more Joker, but it's not going to be. It's not going to
They're
be
time losers,
the
not
ticket.
time gainers.
Yeah, no, it's not going to be the ticket tonight for sure. Eric Dubois loose on the exit of the hairpin, smacks the wall, rides it a bit, gives that position back to Cartwright. So it's a position lost again for Eric Dubois on the final lap here. As Joshua Darnell rounds that corner, he's going to take a very not an incredibly commanding lead tonight. Just a few seconds here ahead of Jeffrey Goddard, but he's still going to make it work. Matty Grove just in tow as well. These top three were fantastic tonight. Kept it honest, no doubt. But Darnell will round the final corner here tonight to be our winner. Third of the season so far in as many races. We're 3 in.
That's 3 for 3.
That's 4 in a row. 4 consecutive. As Zachary Goddard comes in second ahead of Matthew Grove. And Matthew Morris, we are counting last season as well. He did get that win at the end. So that will make it 4 in a row in contenders. 3 this season. So great job from Joshua Darnell there. Like I said, ahead of Zachary Goddard, Matthew Grove, Matthew Morris in 4th, ahead of Jeff Cartwright, taking that position in the final lap ahead of Jarek Dubois in 6th. Ian Fisher rounding out 7th with Olivier Rateau coming in at the end.
For the whole evening, 9th through 14th, we have Class Cruiser, JP DeFino, Stephen Moreau, Ethan Halsey, Jake Robichaud, Chris Lennon, running out the entire night.
Watch Bryan for catching the rest of the field there, as we got a lot of drivers out here celebrating.
Yeah, Darnell just having a good time.
Oh, absolutely. Rightfully so. Ripping it. On track to set records in contenders. Seemingly our very, very obviously our most improved contenders driver. So very great work as we try and round out some of our drivers here into the tent, get them ready for interviews. Where are we? Just wait for that media panic. Catching up on points here. We'll watch Joshua Darnell just celebrate and have some fun.
See if we can get Grove up here. Goddard. I don't know if Goddard's around.
Got him as well. All right. So we'll bring in Matthew. Yeah, let's move it. Matthew Grove. Do you have me, sir?
What's up, brother?
I'll take that as a resounding yes. Great work here
10-4.
tonight, my man. Wow, what a race for
Thank
you,
you,
my friend. Talk me through it. You were chasing Goddard all night long. Gave him a little bump there early on.
Oh,
Did that,
dude,
get under your skin? Did that kind of rattle your cage a bit?
No, I overbroke going into the corner. Not really sure what happened, but it just pushed. And dude, Zach's fast. I don't ever want to pass anybody by crashing him. So I'm so glad that we got through it. And after it there wasn't any big deals or anything. Both of our cars seemed to still drive wonderful. But yeah, dude, he was gone. My boy Josh out there, he just checked out. Dude probably stopped and had lunch before he went across the finish line. Congrats to both of those dudes. They both had an awesome drive tonight. I gotta say, man, I feel so bad for your dad. If it's not me, it is him. The past 2 weeks, I've gotten murdered. In the past 2 weeks, he did great. Round 1, he got murdered. I was here hanging out with you guys. So we just got to figure out over at the Slaypex powered by TWR over in the camp there. We just got to figure out how, this Saints and Sinners last year had magnets on their cars.
Yeah, man.
I think they snuck over into our paddock and threw them on our cars somewhere. And so we're going to have Eric go over them with a fine tooth comb, Eric and Chris with the paints. Make sure they don't have some resounding magnets in there somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I know exactly what you're
But
saying.
yeah, dude. Same with Chris, with Lunan and Moreau. Just terrible luck. Terrible luck this evening. So, hats off to my whole team for sure. Win, lose, or draw, we are a team. We always kick it together. Even when we're having a bad night, a good night, it doesn't matter. We're still going to be putting in the work for next week with those guys. So
Love it. Love to hear that, Matt.
absolutely, man.
Good
I
stuff.
guess I'll just
who you want to shout out? Who you
yeah,
want to shout out?
I was gonna say I'll let you do a little bit of this interview, I guess.
Oh no, go ahead, man. Who you want to shout out tonight?
First off, obviously my wife and kids, Lane, Shelby, Riley. Without them
As
being okay,
always.
with me spending time down here with the boys practicing, I wouldn't have the speed that I do have in the car. So hats off to them. Big thanks to our Lord above. He woke me up this morning. So without him, I wouldn't be sitting in my sim rig seat right now. Shout out to Ebensburg Yamaha for paying me to pay the bills so I can keep the power on and the internet rolling. Huge shout out to NASA simracing.com. You guys already know the deal. I'm not gonna get wild, but you know where to find us if you have a sim rig, and if you don't, nasasimracing.com. That'll take you to Discord. Shout out to Bryan and all the family over at ASN. Without them putting in the work, our broadcast would not look anything like it is. I sent a few, shared the feed to a couple of my buddies, and my buddy Mike said that it looked super realistic. So hats off to you guys for making us look so good on the stream. Man. Absolutely, man. Without you guys, we're just playing iRacing. So again, huge hat off to ASN, NASA Sim Racing League, all the admins, all of my teammates. Without you guys, I wouldn't be putting in the work either. So, hats off to everybody on my team. I know some of us didn't have a great night, but we'll keep pushing. The season's still early. The season's still young, and we'll get in there and put the work in. You guys are going to be seeing top 3 Slaypex cars, I promise.
Good stuff. Matty Grove, 3rd place tonight. Thank you so much, man. We'll look forward to talking to you again soon.
Love you, brother. Take care.
Take care, man. All right, we're going to bring in Zachary Goddard. Zachary Goddard, do you have us? Hello. Is your mic there? Zach. Oh, there's some activity. Hello.
Howdy.
Are you there? You got us.
Yep.
Man, great race tonight, dude. It looked like you shaked off some of those problems and actually had a good little solid race. Talk us through it.
Yeah, finally able to have a smooth run. First couple of rounds, I was having mishaps, kind of my fault with other people, and got shouldered off there in Iowa last week, and never really could put it together. Finally had a clean and patient start, and it paid off for me.
Oh, good stuff, man. No, it looked great. It's funny. The first couple rounds usually are all right. I won a contender season, and my first couple rounds were basically forfeit, just on same thing. You just get into some issues. Those first 2 weeks takes a little bit of time to shake out the jitters and get used to each other. So, good job out there, buddy. Anybody you'd like to thank tonight for a great P2?
All my buddies at Turtle Motorsport, and you guys for putting on this fun series so far. My first time at it, and I'm having a blast.
Yeah. Oh, we love having you, man. You're great. You're giving it to Darnell. We're excited to see how you progress. And you excited for the Supers race this Saturday? You gonna make it?
Yeah. For some reason, I had it in the mindset it was tonight. I didn't think I was going to, but I think.
Yeah. We used to do them back to back, but no, they're on Saturdays now in the afternoon. But yeah, you got a little more time to prepare. So look forward to seeing you out there again, all oiled up. You're going to be out there again at the same track, so it's really going to be a practice session out here tonight. So good luck next on Saturday, Zach. And who'd you like to thank before we let you go?
I get no.
Oh, you did already. Yeah, let's.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Anyways, Zachary, P2 tonight. Thanks so much.
Yep. Thank you.
And our winner this evening, Josh Darnell. Hello.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Hey, welcome, Josh. Fantastic race again tonight. Led by a couple seconds. Wasn't as easy as the other weeks. Turn
No,
ones
not
here
at
a
all.
little bit stressful. Talk us through your night.
Well, So it was definitely, I wasn't leading by nearly as much as I thought I was going to be leading, and it, compared to the other weeks, it definitely was harder. Goddard, it seemed like, finally got some good luck tonight and was able to kind of put me through the paces of making me like focus up, because he was basically on my, I could see him in my rear view the whole time.
It's right there.
But other than that, I mean, it was a great race for everybody. It was a great showing. I practiced a ton. I've been on since 5 o'clock running this track, so
yeah, putting in the work just today.
Yeah.
So awesome. It's good stuff. It showed for sure. 40 seconds.
Yeah,
is a
thank
great
you
year.
guys.
It's really great lap time. You're like 40.8 was your fastest in the race. Like that's really good. So the work's showing, man.
Thank you so much. This morning was scary because I got pretty sick, and I was like, man, please God, don't let me lose because I'm sick.
Yeah, I've been there.
So, but thankfully I was able to get over it. And it was just like some weird stomach bug, but you know how those things go.
Oh yeah, man, it's that time of year for sure. So, but glad to see you make it and
yeah, it's great to see you guys again.
Yeah, dude, keep that streak alive. So you're three in a row this season on 3 races, and that makes it 4 in a row overall if you count last season, which we do. So yeah, man. Looking forward to see what you got for us at Charlotte next week. And
I can't wait.
And then before that, the Supers race on Saturday, of course. Are you excited for that?
Oh, you know I am. I'm always excited to race against those guys.
Yeah,
it's the only way you can push yourself to get better, it seems like.
Oh, I know. You look like you belong up there too. So it's great to see you racing up there too, and really giving it to them. So before we let you go, who'd you like to thank, Josh?
My mom, my dad, my brother for always tuning in and watching or rewatching when they can. All my friends at Micro Center, my boyfriend Vance, and everyone over at Slapex and TWRS for the constant support and just being there for me as a driver. Just being there for me. Thank you, Justin, and thank you, Bryan, guys, for always putting on an amazing show. I can't wait to go back and watch it.
Thank you, man. Wouldn't be a show if we didn't have great drivers like you. So, as always, Josh, thanks so much, man. Have a great night and enjoy this win. And looking forward to Saturday and next week and Monday too.
Yeah, can't wait to see you guys. Take care.
100%. Take care, bud. Wow, that was a great one. Bryan, final thoughts on the evening before we let this one slip?
A lot cleaner than we've had before here the last couple nights. Let's hope Supers is the same way. Yeah, Darnell's on a roll. He could set records. I mean, Cosgrove is 7 in a row.
Yeah, it's 7. Yeah, so that can happen this season, no doubt.
Or 7 total. Yeah, we're still on track. We might be able to. We might see it. We might see 8.
Absolutely. Gonna be a fun little lineup for the end of the season, though. So it's gonna be great to see as the checker flag is falling on the evening from all of us at the Automotive Sports. So
where are you going? We got points.
Oh my gosh! Thanks, Bryan. That's
I
not
think we have
here.
points.
After checkered. No, you're right. Manufacturer points. I'm in the wrong spot. You got me. Thanks, buddy. I scrolled too far in my script, okay? Happens. Joshua Darnell is atop with 56 points. It's a pretty good lead now. A little sizable compared to last week with Matty Grove sitting in second at 41. And now the tie is in third. Zachary Goddard moves up 3 positions with a P2 tonight to make it a tie for third with Eric Dubois at 39 points. Eric Dubois up 1 position. Fantastic. So that's getting spicy there, and there's still a chance for them to make a running for second there, just a couple points behind. Jake Robichaud drops 2 positions to 5th with 35. Ed Boyles Jr. in 6th. Olivier Rateau 7th with 28, up 1, and JP DeFino down 2 with 27 and 8th. Klaus Krucher stays in 9th with 23, and Jeff Cartwright makes up a couple positions with a good showing in his races. For Saints and Sinners jumps up to 10 with 22. Great, a lot of movement here. Wicked to see. So that's great, and it's only going to get better as these tracks get more technical. Slapex Racing Ford powered by TWRS. It's a TWRS showdown at the top with Saints and Sinners, and Slapex is 138 for the Ford powered by TWRS, and then the Subarus powered by TWRS are falling behind at 98 in second place. The Saints and Sinners Racing Subaru by TWRS with 83 in third. Colonel Motorsports doesn't move with 47. Mika Esports sits there at 36th in fifth. Vice Motorsports 20 points in sixth. TWR Subi Squad makes one jump up with 19 points ahead of Red Beaver Racing, who drops down to 8th ahead of Yes 2 Motorsport in 9th. And TWR Subi Squad in 10th with no points. No showing from them this season. And our manufacturer standings. Whoa, it's going to be Ford, isn't it? With Joshua Darnell's win.
Ford.
No doubt. 56 over Subaru's 42. They make a little bit of ground there, but it's not going to be enough so far. But that one's shaping up to be a fun little battle as well, unlike one we've seen in many seasons. So that's great. Looking fantastic. As we'll jump into programming notes, I guess. I kind of rambled on about that near the end anyways, too. So, yeah, Supercars on Saturday. Our top three from the evening are going to jump over there at 2 p.m. Eastern. You're going to have Josh, Mertz, and Bryan for that one. It's going to be a fantastic time. You're going to see the level of racing just jump a lot. So imagine this track, but hopefully not as many parking lots. And then it'll be the features and lights on Sunday, the 22nd at 8 p.m. and 9 p.m. respectively. You will have Ethan Halsey and Victor Valley on production for those ones. And then Monday night next week, we'll be back here for Contenders action in Charlotte. Have a blast there. So, the NASA Rallycross Challenge is brought to you by the Overwatch Specialty Service. The only thing more unique than your problem is our solution. For more information, visit osscenter.com. Thank you, Rob Hartland at OSS, for your continued support of NASA Sim Racing. Cameras tonight for our broadcast were brought to you by Whiplash Sim Cams. Be sure to check them out at facebook.com/WSimCams. And finally, our intro music for the NASA World Feed is produced by Alex Abedi. And remember, if you like what you see, be sure to like and subscribe to the Automotive Sports Network on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. And ring the bell to be notified of our live streams on Sunday, Monday, and Saturday, soon to be Thursday as well, along with our shorts, courtesy of Jess Rakowski. And if you like what you see and you want to race in NASA, we have something for everyone here. All of the info can be found at nasasimracing.com. And if you'd like to broadcast with us, visit asntvUSA.com. All right, the checker flag has fallen on the evening tonight. From all of us at the Automotive Sports Network, from Jess Rakowski, Victor Valley, Cody Erdman, Ethan Halsey, Josh Mertz, and Bryan Sawyer, my name is Justin Robichaud. We hope you enjoyed today's coverage of NASA Rallycross Contenders from Indianapolis. We congratulate our winner, Joshua Darnell, this evening, and our top three for moving on to Saturday's round. We'll see you on that round on Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern for the Supercars race here in Indianapolis as well. And until then, take care, everyone.